It's no use going back to yesterday, because I was a different person then. But I don't want to go among mad people, Alice remarked. Oh, you can't help that, said the cat. We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad. But I don't want to go among mad people, Alice remarked. Oh, you can't help that, said the cat. We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad. How do you know I'm mad? Said Alice. You must be, said the cat, or you wouldn't have come here. She generally gave herself very good advice, though she very seldom followed it. Why? Sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Begin at the beginning, the king said, very gravely, and go on till you come to the end, then stop. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here? That depends a good deal on where you want to get to. I don't much care where. Then it doesn't matter which way you go. If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrariwise, what is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see. Who in the world am I? That's the great puzzle. I wonder if the snow loves the trees and fields, that it kisses them so gently, and then it covers them up snug, you know, with a white quilt, and perhaps it says, go to sleep, darlings, till the summer comes again. If everybody minded their own business, the world would go round a great deal faster than it does. One of the deep secrets of life is that all that is really worth the doing is what we do for others. I don't think. Then you shouldn't talk, said the Hatter. I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I think I must have been changed several times since then. Have I gone mad? I'm afraid so, but let me tell you something, the best people usually are. Imagination is the only weapon in the war against reality. Why, it's simply impossible. Alice, why, don't you mean impossible? Or, no, I do mean impassable. Chickles, nothing's impossible. No, no, the adventure's first. Explanations take such a dreadful time. 'Twas brillig, and the sly the toves did gyre and gimble in the wab. All mimsy were the borogatives, and the mome rats outgrabe. I'm not strange, weird boff, nor crazy. My reality is just different from yours. Do you know, I always thought unicorns were fabulous monsters, too. I never saw one alive before. Well, now that we have seen each other, said the unicorn, if you'll believe in me, I'll believe in you. If you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it is certain to disagree with you sooner or later. My dear, here we must run as fast as we can, just to stay in place. And if you wish to go anywhere, you must run twice as fast as that. I'm afraid I can't explain myself, sir, because I am not myself, you see. If you don't know where you are going, any road can take you there. In a wonderland they lie, dreaming as the days go by, dreaming as the summers die, ever drifting down the stream, lingering in the golden gleam. Life, what is it but a dream? Contrariwise, continued Tweedledee, if it was so, it might be, and if it were so, it would be. But as it isn't, it ain't. That's logic. I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, sir, said Alice, because I'm not myself, you see. The time has come, the walrus said, to talk of many things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings. I wonder if I've been changed in the night. Let me think. Was I the same when I got up this morning? I almost think I can remember feeling a little different. But if I'm not the same, the next question is, who in the world am I? That's the great puzzle. I knew who I was this morning, but I've changed a few times since then. Where should I go, Alice? That depends on where you want to end up. The Cheshire Cat. Be what you would seem to be, or, if you'd like it put more simply, never imagine yourself not to be otherwise than what it might appear to others that what you were or might have been was not otherwise than what you had been would have appeared to them to be otherwise. He was part of my dream, of course, but then I was part of his dream, too. How puzzling all these changes are. I'm never sure what I'm going to be, from one minute to another. The Mad Hatter. Would you like some wine? Alice: yes. The Mad Hatter. We haven't any, and you're too young. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversation? Toot, toot, child, said the Duchess. Everything's got a moral, if only you can find it. It's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards, says the White Queen to Alice. Well, I never heard it before, but it sounds uncommon nonsense. Speak in French when you can't think of the English for a thing. Turn your toes out when you walk, and remember who you are. Alice had got so much into the way of expecting nothing but out of the way things to happen, that it seemed quite dull and stupid for life to go on in the common way. Cat, where are you going? Alice, which way should I go? Cat, that depends on where you are going. Alice, I don't know. Cat, then it doesn't matter which way you go. I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. You're not the same as you were before, he said. You were much more, muchier. You've lost your muchness. I could tell you my adventures beginning from this morning, said Alice a little timidly, but it's no use going back to yesterday, because I was a different person then. Now, here, you see, it takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. If you want to get somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast as that.